The craziest cat litter box you've ever seen? Paternity leave for new pet owners? Another big merger in Europe? And a universal cancer vaccine will be trialed in dogs. Welcome back to Off-Label Veterinary News, your source for commentary on animals, medicine, and practice life. You know I gotta say it, so please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We are trying to grow this channel so we can reach other interested veterinary professionals. Let's jump in to some of the stories you might have missed. Nobody likes cleaning the litter box, but this new robotic litter box spinning device that debuted at Computex in Taipei takes the cake, or takes the litter box treats to a whole nother level. Basically, this device, your cat goes in it, it does its business, and then when it leaves, it spins around like it's going into time travel, and voila, you take out those trays and dispose of the poop. Now, I've seen some pretty advanced robotic and automated litter boxes over the years, but this one takes the cake. What do you think, off-labelers? Is this one paw too far? Would you ever consider recommending something like this to your clients? I want to hear from you. Adequate paid maternity leave is difficult to come by in the United States, but a Northern European company is offering maternity leave for new pet parents. Yes, beginning June 1st of 2018, the Musty Group, which employs over 1,400 employees, will offer 3 paid days off when you adopt, rescue, bring into your home a new pet. Yes, you heard that right. They are offering what they call paw-ternity. Haha, insert chuckle there. But the reality is they take it seriously. 90% of their employees have pets. They are a pet products company, so it makes a lot of sense. What do you think, off-labelers? Should we be looking at this as a benefit for our employees in the veterinary industry? I want to hear from you. Mars Petcare goes big in the UK. Mars Petcare, owner of Banfield, VCA, Blue Pearl, and a whole slew of pet food companies, quietly announced that it had acquired the Linnaeus Group based out of the UK. Now, the Linnaeus Group is a group you might not have heard of, but they basically have some very high-end clinics, 5 specialty clinics in the UK. Now, this is a relatively new group. It was started back in 2014, and over the span of about 4 years, it grew from 1 to 87 veterinary clinics. So what does this latest acquisition mean for the veterinary industry? Well, I think number one, it signals that Mars Petcare is still actively seeking veterinary hospitals. But number two, and I think this is really important to note, it appears to me that Mars is focusing now on the specialty and the high end of the market. And I think this is a really smart strategy on their behalf, because as we see the Walmartization of the veterinary profession, that is these veterinary retail clinics opening up all over in retail spaces in the United States and in the UK, they want to secure themselves in the specialty market, which quite frankly is immune to Walmartization. So, this group is headed, or has one of its heads, as Dr. Lynn Hill. She's a fantastic veterinarian. She's done a fantastic job making sure that Linnaeus Group has the highest standards of care, and that they've brought in some of the best and brightest specialists, over 160 to be exact, into her group. So I think this is a positive move for Mars. But what do you think, off-labelers? What does this mean for our profession moving forward? Are we going to kind of break out in 2 distinct paths? One is the Walmartization, or the veterinary retail clinics, and 2 is the specialist, and really nothing in between. I want to hear from you. Could a universal cancer vaccine be on the horizon? Dr. Stephen Johnson of the Arizona State University Biodesign Institute believes that he has cracked the code on a universal cancer vaccine. And in fact, he's taking this to clinical trials in over 800 middle-aged dogs to be held at Colorado State University, University of Wisconsin, and UC Davis. Johnson is targeting a specific type of error that occurs in rapidly dividing cancer cells called a frameshift error, or frameshift mutation. He believes that by creating antibodies against these types of peptides or proteins that are produced through these errors, that he can prevent cancers from ever occurring. Now, obviously, there are lots of critics that say this is a fundamentally flawed hypothesis, yet he believes he's got something here. Now, obviously, we have no idea how this will play out. This is a multi-year study. These dogs are going to be vaccinated and then followed very, very closely over the next several years to see if they got any cancers. Because we all know as veterinarians that cancer is one of the most devastating diseases that we must diagnose, affecting 30 to 40% of all of our canine patients. So, you know what, for me, if this works in even a small population of dogs, I am interested. Johnson wanted to study this vaccine first in dogs, not only because of the similarities between canine and human cancers, but because dogs have a shorter lifespan, meaning he could test the vaccine's effectiveness faster in dogs than in humans. Could we be on the cusp of a canine and human cancer vaccine? I want to hear from you. Well, that's it for another edition of Off-Label Veterinary News. If you like content like this, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so you'll be notified as soon as content like this is dropped on your internet doorstep. Until next time, how about keep living that off-label life? Bye.